So you will notice that the first thing John talked about was that he was driving and he saw lands all over him, around him, and he realized that you can be able to do something with this land. He has tried buying goats, and then he's realized that there's not enough of it in Ghana, and so they were importing onions and tomatoes from Burkina Faso. So the fund I used to work with we used to do venture capital investment. We had a three word for how we assess investments.
Okay.
The first thing was desirability. And if you have a pen, kindly take a note on this. So the first thing we assess is whatever you're doing or whatever idea you have, is it desirable? Is this a solution that people desire? Of course, food is desirable. We all eat every day. So there are certain sectors that you cannot go wrong. Um, if you're doing blogging, do people want to read blogs? Do they want to watch videos on social issues and problems and how it's solved? So first thing we would assess is the desirability of your solution. Then the second thing is the viability of it. Can you make a business out of it? So I'll give an example. People may desire to perhaps have their clothes cleaned every day for them. And so you may feel that, oh, if I do a laundry, I could be able to make money out of it. But if you do that laundry on maybe a university campus, most of the students may say, yeah, I'm not going to pay 20 cedis for this. I probably can wash my things myself. So it may be a desirable service, but it's not viable because the environment in which you are, the people do not need or they are not willing to pay the right amount that you are expecting for it. Even in food, you could decide that you want to grow some really, sophisticated crop that is expensive, and so as much as you can be able to do the business and people like what you're cooking, they do not have the means to buy it, and so it may be desirable but not viable. Then the third thing is feasibility. Your solution can be viable, it can be desirable, but it may not be feasible. But you do not just have the means to do what you want to do. So I'll give example of if John decides to, say, plant strawberry in Ghana. People like strawberry, it's desirable. Would they buy it? Yes, so it's viable. But can you grow it in Ghana? No, it's not feasible. So I want you to note all those three things that whenever you're thinking of an investment decision, you want to do in a business, answer these three questions in your mind. And it needs a lot of research. There are certain businesses that you would have to cultivate customers over a period before you can monetize it. But so as much as in the initial stage, people will not pay for it, eventually they will be able to pay for it. You take Facebook, for instance, very early few years of it, they made no money, but people got hooked onto it. And at a point when they are playing adverts, you still would wait to watch the advert run, and then they make their money. So I want to relate that to how you make an investment decision. No matter how much money you have, there's always an opportunity to invest. You can be able to invest into your own ideas. You can be able to invest in other people's businesses. And I think this is the time that in a lot of campuses across the world, you would have mates who have business ideas or abilities because you sit in the same class with them. You know what they can be able to do. You may not necessarily be able to do that, but you can be able to invest into them. You may be a salesperson, you can talk to people. Your friend may be a techie guy, he can code. You can go into a partnership with them. That is an investment. You're investing your skills as a salesperson or being able to talk to people in a joint venture with that person, and then you can grow it together. And that's still a way of investing. If you look at the culture of Silicon Valley or what they call the venture capital space. It really started that way, where university students in Harvard, he's probably from a rich home. He's not the smartest, but he has a friend who is a nerd and can build things as a physicist. And then these guys would tell their friends that, look, I can introduce you to my father and his friends. They have money. Then I get them to invest money into your idea, and then we build it together, and I own a stake in it. And that's how the culture of venture capital started. It was just people who had access to resources, finding others who have business ideas and needed that support, and then coming into partnership with them. So to answer your question, yes, there are investment opportunities everywhere. We all see problems. You need to now have a systematic way of thinking around the problems in your environment, and then invest your time first and then your resources to developing those ideas to actually come to fruition and make money out of it.
Thank you very much.